You are now tuned in to the best thing right here, right now. It's time for that time of that week.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
And that's what we're doing right now. We're going to be jamming, and it's going to be with a very special guest. And I'm going to be monitoring some of the comments. This special guest is a very young entrepreneur. Well, I'll let her introduce herself to you guys. I'm going to be monitoring your questions coming through. Feel free to ask anything. This is a great opportunity, especially if you're starting out new in any kind of business. And I feel that her advice is going to be absolutely, how can I put this? Invaluable is the best way of putting it. I'm going to be sharing this out as well to some of these other places and some of my other friends and groups. So please feel free. But without further ado, let me introduce you guys. Would you like to do the honors, Lee?
Hiya, I'm Leah. I'm 33. I'm from Southwest London. Excuse my children in the background. Mum's live. Yes. I have 2 children, a 1.5-year-old and a 5-year-old. And yeah, I'm an Ofsted registered childminder. I'm my mother's carer, and I run a few online businesses.
Okay. So that's actually quite handy. And wow. Again, this is the best thing about doing things live. Sometimes it just doesn't go according to plan. And believe me, if you guys have tuned into this regularly, you will know that we've had a lot of technical difficulties. Like last week, Jim done a really good job talking about his kind of stuff. And as I said, I'm going to be monitoring a lot of the comments, so feel free, ask away the questions. From some of the people who I fed this through to, a few people joined in, and I had a few questions. And one of the questions was, well, first of all, tell us about yourself. We've seen some of the stuff that you put into the group.
Yes.
So let us know, what is it that you do as other businesses?
Okay, well, currently I'm selling Avon. I sell children's storybooks and educational books, and I sell betterware, so that's homeware products.
Okay. So you do betterware as well, and children's books and Avon. So
Yes.
obviously, with some of the things that you're doing there, they're going to require a bit of time, and we can hear the activity in the background here.
Yeah.
So diary management is going to be one of those big challenges. How do you deal with them?
Of course. Well, due to me being put on furlough, I have that extra time now. So I was advised by the government to stay home as my 2 young boys are classed as vulnerable. So I have free time. I'm not in work until September. So that's what I've been doing, just to give myself something to do. I've been doing the online businesses.
Yeah. So. And the childminding side of things, I suppose, is affected by the furlough and yeah.
Yes.
And you're also a carer for your mum.
Yes, I am.
So, obviously there's going to be a lot of challenges that are going to be coming up because of that. We've talked about diary management, but what are the sort of challenges that you tend to face?
Just finding time, I guess. But then, as I said to you earlier, what I do, I just write my to-do list and I try and stick to a strict routine. And that's how I live my life today. Yeah, and get things done and tick off my list.
Which is handy. Again, having a to-do list is really, really one of those things that, you can see quick wins from there.
Yeah.
And that's always...
Get it out of your head, because if you leave it in your head, you start stressing, and it just gets overbearing.
Yeah.
So it's best to just write it down. You can see what needs to be done, tick it off one by one, and you feel accomplished. So yeah.
Well, that's again a very powerful point. You want to feel accomplished when you're doing business. Yeah. Do you again, because you are who you are and the work that you do, it must get at times very demanding, draining, fatigue.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated and focused?
Well, the job that I do, my childminding, I'm a big kid anyway, so I'm a big kid. I like to be active, and the job that I do is fun. So yeah, I don't really see that as draining. It's something that I'm passionate about. I enjoy it, but then with day-to-day, like house chores and stuff like that, it does get a bit tiring. So I do need to take my time out and just have my downtime, meditate and re-energize.
Yeah, and again, we all need that little bit of downtime as well. Guys, if you are watching this and you've got any questions that you would like to ask, feel free, just throw it in. Lee's here today to help out on many things. So tell us a little bit about Avon and Betterware, because you've shared a couple of things in there. So give us a little bit of information about that.
Okay, so Avon, one night, well, early hours in the morning, I've been put on furlough and I decided that I wanted to do some online shopping. And then I had a light bulb moment and I said, you know what, instead of me buying directly from Avon, why don't I just sign up and become a rep myself and purchase products from myself and get paid 25%. So that's what I done, Yeah, we sell skincare, hair care products, clothing, shoes, a lot of different products. So yeah, it's beneficial for me because I buy their products anyway, so I'll just buy it and get paid. So that's what I decided to do. Yeah.
And Betterware, what is Betterware?
Betterware, they more or less do the same thing. Skin products, fragrances. Soon we're going to start selling mortgages and car rentals, life insurance, and holidays. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
I think we're all looking forward to that day when we can go on holiday. If you guys are just tuning in now, feel free. Let us know you're there. Got any questions? Throw them in. And again, I suppose these are going to be the kinds of, a lot of the safety nets which are with employment are not with self-employed. So sick pay, working the hours, set hours, getting a dedicated wage. You literally are on the edge most of the time. So what made you go into that?
What, being self-employed?
Yeah.
I've just been a natural born leader for like all my life. So it's just something that I always knew that I wanted to do. From when I was a child, I've always known that I wanted to care for children, and I was a child myself. So yeah, I started working in nursery.
Guys, if you want to comment on this part as well, I've seen some people actually laugh their heads off when I've fallen off chairs and stuff like that because it was so damn hot. So, feel free. We want to have that interactivity. Don't say that, this is a professional thing. So get in there. Let's do this.
Yeah, so the last nursery that I worked at, I didn't like the way I was being treated. So I said, you know what, forget this. I'm going to set up my own business. And I remember telling this to one of the colleagues that I work with. And you can just tell from someone's facial expressions that they don't take you seriously. When I said I'm going to set up my own business, they were just like, oh, okay. But 1 year later, I did. That's what I done. I worked part-time, nannying. I still claimed benefits. And yeah, the manager from the job centre, he was like, Leah, when are you going to sign off? And I was like, I'm not signing off. I'm entitled to this money. Do you know what I mean? So I said to him, I've got a business plan. And if you help me with my business plan and give me what I need, then I'm more than willing to sign off. So yeah, he said, give me your business plan, tell me what you need, and I will support you. And that's what he done. I bought what I needed. I paid for whatever courses I needed. And by December, I was qualified and I had what I needed. And the February, I had my first client. So, yeah, I signed off.
How did you, when you signed off to getting your first client, which is really amazing, again, especially in childminding, how did you go about doing that? Did you market yourself online?
Well, we have a childminding development officer, so she gives us lots of support. Every borough has one childminding development officer. So I'm on Wandsworth's childminding list. I'm on childcare.co.uk and just word of mouth. You know, if you type my name in Google, I'm sure it'll pop up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, again,
I'm well known. And then I've done work for the local authority as well. So if they have any vulnerable parents or children, they always call me to take on those sort of jobs. So yeah, every day I'm receiving emails about childcare work.
so how do you, again, there's a lot of synergy which is going on here with the childminding, Avon, Betterware.
Yeah.
You know, because I can see that you can cross with the existing client bank that you have from the childminder and give them additional services that they may like to take up. You know, so I suppose this is going to be something where it's a constant lead generator. You got a lead magnet to begin with.
Yes.
Yeah, and again, you know, there's a lot of businesses which are like that. For example, Starbucks is one of the best examples of it. Their core focus is coffee. But
Yeah.
from there, you can still get cups of tea, you can get green tea, vegan tea, all the little add-ons to it, as well as biscuits and stuff like that. Yes, I am a foodie, and I do enjoy my coffee. But you know, this is the way forward. You can't rely on one stream of income.
Of course not. No.
So when you again, and I've got to be very tactful here because you know you've got children,
Hmm.
you know, you've got your mum that you care for.
Yes.
Do you ever feel that at times that you know what, this is way too much, or do you feel, you know what, this is the reason I'm doing this?
Sometimes it gets a lot. It does. You know, I'm only human, so sometimes I do feel completely exhausted. But it has to be done at the end of the day. So I just do it, you know? You just have to keep on keeping on. That's the way I see it, you know?
Mum, can I have some tea?
Go put that back in the fridge right now, please. No, that's for grown-ups. Thank you.
How old are your children?
Well, I have a 1.5-year-old and a 5-year-old. Yes. Two fully energetic boys. Oh my gosh. It's easier doing the childcare work than actually being a parent.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from there. Why would someone want to become a parent, huh?
You know, with child minding, you hand them back over.
So with childminding, the qualifications, have they changed in recent times? So you need to go level 3, level 4?
Yeah, level 3. Excuse me, that's my water. Level 3, you need your safeguarding, child protection,
Right.
and first aid. Ezzy, no thank you. That's not nice. Yeah.
So let's go through that one more time. So it's level 3, child protection,
Safeguarding
safeguarding, yeah.
and first aid.
Okay, right. So, and then of course, do you work from a premises or are you from home?
I work from home. Work
Okay.
from the comfort of my own home, and I'm my own boss, and I set my own wage, my own rates. Yeah.
Yeah, it must get sometimes. Well, again, you know, for someone who works from home, personal experience, and I know some of my other people in the group, members of the group, work from home.
Yeah.
It can sometimes be, I'm staring at the four walls, need that human company. Again, childminding is different because, like you said, you're a big child yourself. But there must be a time where it feels a little bit, you know, I would like to get out and about and meet more people.
Well, not necessarily. We do get out and about. We don't just stay in the house, you know. I take the children flip out. I take them to the parks. We go and have picnics, soft play areas, seaside, wherever I want to take the children. That's where we go, or wherever the children want to go, I will take them. You know, kids space, yeah, Kidzania. Yeah, we go out a lot.
Do you ever feel that you know what you're doing enough at the moment, or do you need to add a little bit more to your lifestyle? Do you think it's you know, because again, from a lot of studying, a lot of successful people, many people feel that you know what, whatever they're doing is never enough.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the overachiever.
Yeah, that's definitely me. I'm always pushing. I'm telling you. No, I feel like I do want to do more. I want to expand this business. I'm not going to say too much on it because the idea that I have is not out there yet, and I don't want anyone taking my idea.
No,
But
absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
yeah, I'd
No.
like to do an all-rounded care business, so expand one and incorporate other services.
Yeah, and again, that will require additional qualifications, more regulatory oversight, that kind of thing. I understand all of that. You know,
Yeah.
it is a challenging time for childminders at the moment, I will admit, because of coronavirus. So, how have you dealt with the pandemic?
Well, the pandemic, it was quite stressful, financially, emotionally. It was. At first, I was thinking, oh my gosh, because I was advised by the government to stay home because my boys were classed as vulnerable. I was thinking, how am I going to pay my bills? Do you know what I mean? I'm used to a certain amount of income every month, and I've gone from that income to basically being on benefits. So, yeah, it was a lot for me to deal with the first few weeks. And then I just took it in my stride. I said, you know what? I actually need that time out. I need that break for myself. So I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to do online courses. I'm going to do online work. I'm just going to do what I need to do, decorate my home. Yeah.
I will admit,
So,
you're not the
yeah.
only one who I've talked to that has taken, the pandemic was actually a pit stop in
Yeah.
terms of, working life, so that people could actually reflect what they've done and see what the gaps are. They weren't on the wheel too much. They'd actually come off the wheel, looked at the full
Yeah.
picture, and said, all right, I need to do this. I need to add to this. I can actually do this part as well. I mean, that's one of the big reasons why this group grew so massively in such a short space of time, because I could actually do that. I didn't have this. So, Donaldo is given. Donaldo, I hope that you're well. Everyone's coming to the link up. I hope I won't be there. Donaldo has just said, I think that it is a positive thing to do, and I think that she's been very, complimentary to your battles that you've gone through. And talking about battles, we generally have had a few people talking about mental health issues.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone through any of that kind of stuff, or have you ever encountered or felt, this is overwhelming?
Yeah. Unfortunately not. I know it affects people in different ways. People being restricted, people being told that they're not allowed to leave their homes or they shouldn't leave their homes. I'm used to being at home anyway. So, it wasn't too much of a problem for me. I work from home, I'm always at home. So, yeah.
And again, going back to the businesses that you do, the children's book one is quite interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So is that distributing? Is that selling? Is that?
Well, it's all online, so I don't have to do much. All I have to do is share my link, promote the business, and the warehouse takes care of everything. You order your books online and they get delivered straight to you. So yeah, I'm really excited about that because I can purchase these educational books for my own children. I can use them in my childcare business. I can sell them to my clients. So
is that like a drop shipping style business, or is that more affiliate marketing style?
marketing, I guess.
Okay, so that's fine. So you got the links, and basically it's just introducing the clients to the people. That seems to have been the growth business area, which is affiliate marketing. As opposed to drop shipping, where you're buying products, you're putting link across. And what some of the other people who are doing, they're buying the product and then reselling it on via Amazon. So you're actually just introducing them to buyers. I've met a lot of affiliate marketers who are like that, which is actually quite good. Donaldo, can you share the links for the books afterwards, please? I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do that.
Yes, I will do. I'll share all the links. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, definitely. After this is over and done with, just add your links to the comment section here, and Donaldo, you'll be able to see them too. And again, every Monday, I always ask everyone, please share your links to your business. Put it in, and let's see if we can get more business drummed up. Okay, so one of the biggest challenges I has been, not only adapting new skills, because you was put into a position where you decided, I'm going to set up my own business.
Yes.
Find your clients, manage your clients, and then juggle a couple of businesses as well. Two of them are network marketing-based businesses, where you're having to recruit as a leverage base, and having to manage them.
Yes.
Have you ever found with any of the people, have you had the chance to recruit people to your businesses yet, or is it a matter of you looking?
Yeah, I'm currently looking. I have a special join-in offer with Avon, 1p to join. That offer's only available until the 31st of August. So I'm looking for serious, motivated, dedicated individuals to join my team. And yeah, I did have 2 recruits, but they're not very serious. So
And
yeah.
that's, have you managed to deal with that? Because you've had to obviously talk to them.
Yeah. Well, I've tried to communicate with them. I've tried to be supportive and as positive as I can, but if I'm not getting any feedback from them, there's not really much I can do, and I don't want to be just harassing them. So I've just left them to it.
Yeah, again, that was, in the past life, I used to do networking and be an area director for the BNI and area leader for networking. Loved it, absolutely loved it. But again, times changed and I had to move on. And yes, that was definitely one of those things. You'd have to sometimes pick the leadership team of those groups. If they weren't serious, then you had to either ask them to move on or move them away. Then I was asked a quick question: what kind of qualities are you looking for in a person?
Just someone that has that go-getting attitude, someone that's serious. They want to make money. They have leadership skills, and yeah, they want to run their own team. Or even if they don't want to run their own team and they just want to be a rep, that's fine too. Yeah.
And again, I suppose it is a self-employed role, so not just having a go-getting attitude, but having a bit of a thicker skin than most people.
Yeah, you need that.
I mean, what has been your sort of challenges? You must have had a lot of people around you saying you can't do this. I think you're gonna, you're not even gonna be able to not do it. I think you're gonna fail. I hope that you fail. All the negativity, all the haters, it's the phrase of the day is the haters. You must have had those
Don't
kind of
hate,
encounters.
congratulate. Well, not that I've been aware of. I'm in Leah's land. I'm in my own little bubble, so that doesn't even faze me. The haters just give me even more determination. If you tell me that I can't do something, I'm going to prove to you that I can, because I'm just that competitive. That's just me. I'm very competitive.
Was that what you were in school as well? Did you have like an athletic background or competitive academic background?
Yeah, I was really good at football. I still am really good at football. I like to play pool. Yeah, I'm very athletic. I am.
Okay, we've had another question. We've had it from Sarah Turner. Maggie, thanks for joining in. I never know how to pronounce it. Low. We all know it's Kwame. We all know it's you. Or K-Whammy.
Hey, Kwame.
As I like to call him K-Whammy. Sorry I won't be there for the link up, but it is one of those things. Okay, so Sarah Turner, thanks for joining in on this one. I think it's how old do you have to be to sell for Avon? Can under 18 sell?
18 over to sell Avon. Yeah.
But then having said that, it's not bad if Sarah, if you're over 18 and you want to get in there and learn life experience and teach someone along the way, that's not a bad thing. Would you agree with that?
Yes, that's fine, Sarah Turner. That's actually my sister, by the way. Hi.
Mummy, did you send Ezzy also in the bedroom?
No, I didn't.
Because I wasn't in there.
Yeah.
It's just become a family affair, hasn't it?
I can't actually see who's on there, but hi.
Well, thanks for joining in. Whoever, as many of you are joining in now, feel free, ask away, ask any questions. This is your time, and this is one of the best things I like about doing this. Is add that little bit more value for the group, and introduce people who are members of this group who can help to generate a little bit more cross referrals. And again, mortgages are serious, but let's help one another out. Okay, so we've talked about your trials, your tribulations. We've talked about you having to time manage. And we've just had another comment, which I think you're going to like. Sarah Turner again. Thank you. Hey, I'm proud of you. Multitasking, amazing mother and businesswoman.
Oh, thank you.
And that's what this is all about, guys. If you're watching this on the replay, and you have a question for Leah, by all means, ask away. This is absolutely fine. I think Leah will be more than happy to answer these questions for you, even if you're watching this on the replay, because I know a lot of people don't have the time to watch this when it goes live. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you for joining me on this. Donado asked another question. What's the best way to sell Avon products? Online, door-to-door, Avon parties?
Well, it's totally up to you. Nowadays, you can choose. If you want to sell it online, you can sell it online. If you want to sell it door to door, you can sell it door to door, or you can do both. It depends on how much money you want to make. I do both. I get my children to help me out. We go down the road, we post the books, and I do it online in my spare time in the evenings. So, yeah.
I think there is something to say about that as well, which is that there's no right way, there's no wrong way.
No, there's
I think you're testament.
So you can do it. You can run your business however you want to run it. It was my birthday last week, and I was here promoting, like handing out catalogs, bringing boxes of products. My cousin was like, "You just remind me of an absolute Del boy." Oh my gosh, I'm non-stop. I can't help myself. Yeah.
Well, obviously you're not a Del boy in that sense because you don't have a Rodney with you.
Are you sure?
I don't know your life that well, but I'm finding out more and more about you, and that's what I'm finding out is that there's a lot of determination. You're willing to try more things than one, and whatever works, and you'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
But nothing is discounted. Has there ever been a time where you've felt, all right, this method doesn't work for me?
No, I've never had that mindset. From a very young age, I've always had that business mentality. From the age of 5, I can remember making cupcakes and selling them on my estate. I used to make lemon juice. From the age of 5 and 6, I used to plait my cousin's hair and he would pay me £5. I used to iron shirts. I just used to make my money. Business ideas just come to me just like that. I've always had the mentality of being able to make something out of nothing. So, yeah, I've never had that fear to make it. Yeah.
Yeah, again, it's through your hard work because everything that you've told me has been, you've had to put in your time in order to get your money out.
Yeah.
You had to use whatever resources you could find to do it as well. And again, all those skills added with a regulatory environment, which is childminding, and again, the product selling, sounds like that's been the ideal fit.
Yeah.
So we've discussed quite a few things here, and we've touched on a lot of topics in a very short period of time. I'm wondering, can you hear me at the moment?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry. I was just, usually when people are like, yeah, we have talked about a lot of good things, but
I was waiting for the next question. Sorry.
Well, I was just waiting for your response. Okay, let's see. Are there any more questions, guys? If you've got questions, fire them in. This is what it's all about. Let's get interactive. It's not just about Avon. Obviously, childminding has gone through a lot of its own challenges in recent times as well.
Mm-hmm.
Additional qualifications, the CQC, which is the regulatory body behind it. I think there may be changes in the CQC as well. So we hear about in regulatory news.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen for childcare in the future?
I've not even thought that far ahead. I'm just literally at this moment in time trying to prepare to go back to childminding in September, and it's just like, oh, do I really want to be dealing with all of this? Because they're saying that the children have to be put in separate bubbles. So I was talking to my sister about what should I basically do. So she's saying the daytime children that I care for cannot be mixed with the after school care children. So I've come up with the idea of doing the 15 hours during the day. So I'll do that from 9 until 2. And then I'll have an hour or so to prepare the house, sanitize for my after school care children, you know, so that those two bubbles of children don't mix. So.
Okay, that brings another question when you're talking about sanitization, which is in terms of things like face masks, because that seems to be a big debate at the moment in the school environment.
Yeah.
What's going to happen with child minding? Is that something that you guys are going to have to deal with, not deal with?
No, they're saying not to wear the face mask because, you know, it would scare the children. So we don't have to wear the face mask.
Okay, all right. So again, with children, they're talking about coronavirus is not as how can I say this, deadly towards children. They overcome it very quickly, so that's quite cool. Yeah. Donaldo, ask another question. Thank you, Donaldo. What courses did you do during lockdown?
I just completed my first aid course because just before the lockdown happened, my first aid course ran out. So I couldn't work well, I could work because they gave like a probation period of like 3 months. Yeah, so it's just my first aid course I've done so far, and I would like to complete my safeguarding course as well, just refresh that. Yeah.
How often do you have to refresh your courses?
Every 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool then. All right, so let's see. We've just see if there's any more questions, guys. Feel free, throw something in. Okay, right. So downtime.
Yes.
Now you talk about meditation as one of those key things. But is there anything else that you do, especially to declutter your mind? There must be so many things going on. You got Avon on one side, you've got Airway on the other, you've got child minding, regulatory.
Cluttered in there.
That's what I'm saying. It must be, must be a minefield at times, or a jigsaw puzzle, and you're trying to put things together.
Well, for my downtime, I could just literally just be in my sitting room, lights out, and just lay on the sofa, and that's it. Just peace and quiet. That's how I release all of that tension. Yeah, just relax.
Okay, so no red wine for you then, yeah?
I don't really drink. Yeah, I'm an absolute lightweight. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'll just do that. Listen to music. Yeah, singing.
Okay.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, because again, what we've got going on at the moment, what we're seeing right now, from the conversation I had with a couple of weeks ago from the Andy Mann's Club, Greg Monroe, telling us a lot about people not being able to relax. And they were taking on a lot of things, they were bringing it home with them, they were going out with it, so they had a lot of baggage. They were, that was getting them down at times. So, okay, Sarah Turner is saying, good luck, I need to leave you now, but keep up the good work. Kiss, kiss. Or XX, so that's fine. But he was talking about how it can actually stress people out. So I thought, well, that happens to a lot of people. A lot of people who do multiple things. How do they deal with it? How do they relax? You got a nice, easy technique.
Yeah. Well, you have to learn to shut off, At some point, you can't be taking. Well, not in my situation because I work from home. So, yeah, you have to learn to just shut off.
Okay, that's cool. So we've talked about all of that. So your challenges for the future, we now know what you're looking forward to dealing with. Fingers crossed, you'll get more representatives for Avon and better wear. Actually, how do you decide you know, if someone comes up to you, do you let them decide? Yeah, I'm interested in betterware. I'm interested in Ava.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you let them decide, or do you say, well, you know what, try this. This might work for you. Try this. That might work for you.
Well, I have recommended it. I promote and say, you know, I'm looking for people to join my team, but it's really up to them. I promote and then they take the next step. If they want to do it, they want to do it. So, yeah, I just leave it in their hands.
Okay, that's cool. I think the children are like quieting down now.
Yeah,
I
they
think
are.
they're
They're
settling
actually
down.
quiet. Do you know what I mean? Before they was running
No.
up and down screaming. They're quiet. The bribe worked.
Yeah. I think they've realised Mum is getting quite serious now. Okay. So no, that's absolutely cool. And you know what? It's been an absolute pleasure. Guys, if you got any more questions, throw them in. We've got like 10 more minutes on this one. So, and I'm running out of questions as well. So please throw something in. But in the meantime, what kind of children's books do you promote? Is it fiction? Is it
Fiction, educational books, biblical stories, so mathematics, grammar, yeah, all sorts.
do you get them to read them, when they do you get them to read it in the child-minded environment, or
Well, I've just literally started this business and I'm currently not doing my child minding until September. So no, they've not read it in the environment as of yet, but I will be purchasing some books to have here for the children that I look after. Yeah.
there was one other subject I wanted to broach with you, which was the digital side of things.
Which was what, sorry?
The digital side of things, because I know that you posted quite a bit on groups, like Facebook groups or on the other areas. Do you get a lot of reaction from these kinds of posting or marketing?
Not really, no. But I think I need to get out there. You know, I need to get onto Instagram. I need to promote elsewhere. Yeah, like Gumtree, Amazon, eBay. I'm currently on Google. I've set up myself a Google website
Yeah.
and a Google profile. So if you type in any of my business names, they'll just come up. So yeah, I'm just trying to get out there.
Hello there. He's back again. What names are your children? Sorry, I didn't ask that.
This is Ezekiah.
Sorry?
And Ezekiah.
Hezekiah. Okay.
And my eldest is Isaiah.
Ah, cool. All right. Okay, so right, I think we're getting closer to the end of this. So if we're not getting any more questions coming through, and Lee, how have you felt about this today?
It wasn't as nerve-wracking as I thought. So thank you for my first ever live.
Okay, so how can people get in contact with you?
You can find me, Leah Edmondson, or Luscious Treats with Leah on Facebook. Leah's Betterware, or Betterware with Leah. Leah's Book Club, or you can find me on Google. Type in any of those names. You can find me on Google. You can find me on Hattie's mortgage page. Yeah. Type me in Google and you'll find me. I'm there. All right, Baba, come.
Yeah, obviously he now deserves a little bit more time from Mum. The camera is, I've had Matt Ball join in. Matt, thanks for joining in. I know it's a little bit late. We're going to be finishing this off. But Leah, definitely leave the stuff in the comments afterwards. And, guys, thank you so much for joining in tonight. Everyone who's been on here and any questions that have been asked, thank you so much again. Guys, tomorrow I will be doing my Facebook Live on the actual property market and the state of the property market at the moment. There's been a lot of things that have come out, especially if you're living in high-rise blocks of flats and you can sell your property. That is an absolute scandal what's going on with the mortgage environment at the moment. So we'll be discussing that, seeing how to get around it, and seeing how we can do things to help people get forward. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this group. This group is growing every day. We are 25 members short of getting to 400, the next milestone. If you know anyone who wants to join in, send the invite. In the meantime, guys, have a great evening. Thank you. Take care of yourselves. And Lee, if you stay on for a couple of seconds, thank you so much, guys. Take care. Have a great evening. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Oh.